Hello, everyone.
And welcome.
Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of Secrets in Naruto Games. One of my favorite details from the PS2 era of Naruto games was Chakra control, more specifically, Chakra control on the water surface. The user emits a constant stream of Chakra from the bottom of their feet and uses it to walk across the water surface. This detail is still present in the newer games such as Storm 4. You can clearly see that Chakra is being emitted from Naruto's feet while standing on water. However, something is missing. Let's take Ultimate Ninja 3 as an example. Just like in the Storm games, you can see Naruto emitting Chakra from his feet in order to stay afloat. However, unlike the Storm games, if we stop emitting Chakra, i.e. run out of Chakra, this will happen. In Ultimate Ninja 3, standing on the water surface will slowly drain away your Chakra, and if you don't move to solid ground or recharge your Chakra, once your Chakra reserves hit 0, you will drown. Or not, it is a kid's game after all. Once you deplete your Chakra reserves, your character will actually fall into the water, referencing the exact same thing that happens in the show. Chakra is necessary if you want to walk or run on water, and having your characters essentially DROWN once you run out of it, it makes perfect sense. I'm surprised the Storm games never implemented something similar. Thanks to my recent rewatch of the series, I was able to notice a clever Easter egg in Ultimate Ninja 3. You see, Ultimate Ninja 3 has a huge selection of unique ultimate jutsus for each of the characters. Some have more, some less. Sasuke and Naruto both have close to 10 unique ultimate jutsus. Heck, my guy has 8 of them. Keep in mind that this is part 1 Naruto. He didn't fight that much during part 1. Yet, they still managed to squeeze 8 unique ultimates out of him. Tangent aside, I wanted to talk about one of Sasuke's ultimates, Falcon Drop. This technique is based off his battle against Naruto in the final valley. He throws Naruto off a cliff and pile drives him headfirst into the ground.
Falcon Drop!
I think everyone who played this game recognized the reference immediately. But what about the first part of this ultimate jutsu? Does this 5-hit combo ring any bells? It certainly rang Sasuke's bells. Sasuke was the one who was originally on the receiving end of this combo. If you haven't caught the reference by now, this exact combo was originally performed by Naruto while battling Sasuke. I guess Sasuke liked it so much, he used his Sharingan to copy it and add it to his arsenal. By the way, this isn't canon in any way. I don't believe Sasuke ever used this combo in the official series. It's just a fun little nod the devs wanted to include, and this wasn't the first nor the last time such a thing happened. In the Clash of Ninja series, a similar thing can be seen. Sasuke uses Rock Lee's pose as his counter stance. If the enemy attacks while in this stance, Sasuke will basically teleport behind the enemy, leaving them wide open for a counter attack. Let's talk about a clever little detail from a highly underrated PS2 game, Naruto Ultimate Ninja 4. No relation to Storm 4. This game had some of the best free movement out of any of the Naruto games. You can shadow dash like they do in the show, which makes traversing this decently sized Naruto world less tedious and much more engaging. Also, you can use your shadow clones to boost you up to reach even greater heights. Personal tangent aside, I wanted to talk about this game's version of Gaara. See, there's a clever little interaction when you're battling against them. When punching any other character besides Gaara, outside of them tanking that attack and making grunting noises, nothing out of the ordinary happens. However, with Gaara, each time you manage to land a punch on him, a small burst of sand will be released. I'm not sure if the sand is coming out of his gourd or Gaara directly. Either way, it's a genius nod to his mother's protective sand. His mother's will somehow seep into the sand, making it semi-conscious, and each time the sand senses danger, it rushes to protect Gaara. In Naruto Storm 4, End of War Kakashi has Kamui as one of his tilt moves. Tilt moves are basically signature attacks, unique to each of the characters. The most notable thing about them is that they don't consume any chakra and can be spammed into oblivion if the player chooses to do so. For example, let's take a look at Itachi's Crow Barrage. Itachi shifts into a bunch of crows that phase through the enemy while dealing damage and stunning the opponent. a rather useful tilt move. Kakashi's Kamui tilt, on the other hand, while its flexibility in the competitive scene is questionable, in terms of being faithful to the source material, it absolutely nails it. Rasengan? Not a problem. Kamui will yank that Rasengan and smack Naruto in the face. Projectile-based jutsus like fireballs? Gone. Shuriken and kunais? Not a problem. It even cancels out almighty push and rotation by smacking the jutsu casters in the face. I really like how they made it faithful to the show without making it overpowered. If you ask me, it is a bit underpowered. The low range, long activation time, and vulnerability issues don't make it quite competitively viable. And speaking of Kamui, Tobi's awakened state has a neat detail. For all of you not familiar with Tobi in the Storm series, he fights using his goofy Tobi-like moveset. But as soon as you awaken him, his true Madara persona will take over, making him fight using his actual moves. By this point, his whole demeanor shifts. You can see it in the way he moves and talks. But more importantly to us, you can see it in the way he lands on the ground after jumping. His landing is elegant, effortless, truly worthy of a man who bears the name
Madara Uchiha.
Madara himself, whom Obito is mimicking, doesn't even jump like that. He just lands like any other typical character would. Which begs the question, why is Obito doing it? Well, as soon as I noticed Obito's landing animation, I went on to test the landing animations of other characters. And after a long, tedious process, I found out that there isn't a single other character that has an even remotely similar animation as Obito's gracious landing animation. I also found out that Obito, and I mean actual Obito, he jumps and lands like everyone else. Which led me to a conclusion. I think the developers wanted to show us just how much being Madara got to his head. And to further cement this point, Tobi is the only character who weaves proper hand signs for the Fireball Jutsu before launching it, while every other character with the ability to use Fireball Jutsu doesn't perform a single hand sign, including actual Obito. I believe he feels more superior when doing fire style with actual hand signs. If you remember the show, I seem to recall Obito having somewhat of a high opinion of himself.
Am I perspiring? No. It's just the rain. These fools could never make me sweat.
I think the whole Madara impersonation just got to his head, making him develop sort of a god complex and acting more like Madara than Madara himself does. And I believe the devs wanted to showcase that through his various mannerisms, a neat little detail, unique to each and every one of his mask/Tobi forms. In order to get across the significance of this next one, I'll have to give a quick rundown. Each character in Storm 4 has 3 combos. One neutral combo. You essentially just mash the punch button. A down combo. You point your analog stick down and continue to mash the punch button. And finally, the up combo. Same as the down combo, except you'll be pointing your analog stick up for this one. Like I said before, every single character has these 3 combos. Well, every character except Jirobo. So what's so special about Jirobo? Well, for some unknown reason, Mr. Jirobo here has 4 combos. He has your typical neutral combo, the down combo, and the up combo. However, if you time your up combo correctly by releasing the punch button right before the final punch connects, Jirobo will do his hidden 4th combo. If timed correctly, instead of lifting the opponent into the air, Jirobo will grab the opponent and either smash them into the ground or throw them away. Not sure why Jirobo, out of all the characters, got this special treatment. This is kind of a big deal in this game. In Storm 4, every single character follows the 3 combo rule. And then we have Jirobo, who seemingly got a sneaky 4th combo without any explanation. I'm not complaining though, just find it a bit odd. After finishing this part of the script, I also found out that KCM Naruto has 3 mid-air combos. This is even more insane than the whole Jirobo situation. To put things into perspective, each character exclusively has 1 mid-air combo. I guess I could somewhat understand if they gave him 2, but 3? And what's more, he also has 4 normal combos. 1 neutral, 1 up, 1 down combo, and would you look at that, a side combo. For context, side combos have been removed from the Storm series ever since Generations. And once again, we have to ask, what exactly happened here? Again, not complaining, just confused. Naruto and Sasuke's linked ultimate jutsu has a neat little reference. Their Chidori Rasengan combo will create a giant black ball filled with energy, and on top of the ball's surface, a familiar white pattern will start to form. Recognize the pattern? This exact phenomenon happened the last time these two jutsus interacted, i.e. during the final Valley Clash. One of Storm 4's most celebrated features is visible battle damage. If your character suffers enough damage during battle, their outfit will get damaged or completely ripped apart. Itachi, for example, gets his Akatsuki robe torn apart. A pretty neat feature that was only implemented in the very last Storm game. But what if I told you there was a game that came out more than 10 years ago before Storm 4 and had this feature implemented? Let's circle back to Ultimate Ninja 3 for the PS2. On first glance, you'd assume that such a feature doesn't even exist in this game. I mean, not even the Budokai games that came out during the same period had it. Well, to be fair, neither does Ultimate Ninja 3, except Haku. I think you can already guess where this is going. If Haku takes enough damage during battle, his mask will actually break. It's funny because not even Storm 4 does this. Even if you armor break him, the mask is still there. I mean, they already have a model for maskless Haku. Why not do a simple model swap? Anyways, Haku is the only character in Ultimate Ninja 3 who has this unique detail.
Wake up to reality. Subscribe to KaDazee for more content.
A big shout out to the incredibly talented Kevin Urban for providing those amazing Tobi and Madara impressions. You can find more of his work here on YouTube, as well as on Twitter. Also, Secrets in DBZ games are coming back next week.